Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for checking in. Today, I want to just do a little bit of a check-in to see how everyone is doing and to talk a little bit more about this new age we just birthed. Again, welcome to my channel and thanks for the support that I've gotten for the last couple of videos in particular. And because of that, and because of, again, more dreams and downloads, I wanted to not only thank you for showing up and supporting this channel, but to just really do a check-in, talk a little bit more about the Aquarian energies and, what it's like to be in our physical bodies and to try to navigate this new world as the old world is crumbling. So hang in with me. This won't be a long video. There'll be lots of tips, and I hope I can help you have a deeper understanding so that you're not too hard on yourselves with the crazy energies that we will be living through, learning to deal with on a daily basis for the next 20 years. Okay, so from my own personal experiences, and I think the reality is it doesn't matter what type of healer we are, whether we're, Reiki master, whether we're tarot readers, astrologers, all of us that are in the energy, healing arts fields are feeling a little discombobulated. And certainly that would be an understatement, because as we've left the Capricorn energies, as Pluto moved out of Capricorn, and Capricorn represents structures and the old order and the old paradigms and family of origin and, family expectations, societal expectations, the way things have always been. And we had a couple years of dipping our toes into Pluto in Aquarius. And all of us noticed the explosion in technology, AI, governments and businesses, corporations have been looking, at, okay, how do we maximize this energy, maximize our profits, and how can we find ways to have this serve us primarily for most, and then be in service of humanity. So the Capricorn energies, really we have been under the leadership of this very male-oriented father, male-oriented power structure for thousands of years. So as we have now fully moved into Aquarius energy for the next 20 years, this is going to be a very profound and unstable and unpredictable time. So my perspective at this point is to really look at how can I take my own life lessons and my own understanding of these energies and share them with you so that in this time of great change and transition, you can not only be safe, and you can have peace, and you can learn to let go, learn to trust your own inner guidance. We are all opening up intuitively, but to develop new skills to help us maximize and move into the Aquarian energies. And so what are Aquarian energies? Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, the planet of truth and shock and awe and humanitarian kinds of projects or energies, support, focus, environmental focus. Uranus brings in fast-paced change, shocking truths, shocking new energies, electrical technology, science, breakthroughs, sudden, shocking, and exciting breakthroughs in medicine. During this period, we are probably going to be meeting our celestial brothers and sisters. That there'll be more sightings and more interaction as they prepare to prepare us to be able to move into becoming a galactic species. Those energies really, when we bring it back to the individual, it means a lot of us are going to be losing jobs as old technologies become obsolete. And so we'll need to be shifting and really going inside again. This isn't about a job. The job structure is a Capricornian kind of perspective, because all of that is going to be breaking down. The more that we can follow our own path, follow our own truth, follow our own intuition around what is our passion in life, what are our joys, what's going to bring us joy. And knowing that each and every one of us, anyone that is on the planet at this time, chose to be here, to be part of the great transition into this new age. And each of us comes in with kind of in our heart, in our DNA, in our soul, the knowledge of we have a unique piece of this new age, a unique gift, a unique skill. And so it's going to be a very exciting time for us if we choose to move into change. Now, you and I both know there are a lot of people that like the old programming and like the old guard and, the structures, and are very comfortable with that, and they fight very hard to not change. And sadly, most of those people are going to find themselves being in a lot of pain and stress, and fighting very hard to not do the change, when the reality would be their lives would be so much better if they could relax, let go. So those are going to be keywords for those places, even in those of us that have known this was coming and have developed intuitively. We're kind of comfortable with some of the old structures and the old ways of doing things. And, our minds, particularly, not the heart, but our minds have been very trained. We are very much trained to be, doing critical analytical, assessing every situation. Where are the faults? Where are the things that are going to blow this up? Because we humans more than anything like security. And so in insecure times, we go into hypervigilance. We go into working harder to try to figure everything out. We, I feel like my forehead is scrunching up. My eyes are scrunching up as I'm trying to figure out, okay, now what? Now what am I going to do? This thing just, the rug got pulled out from under, and then there's this new thing over here. I'm kind of interested in that new thing, but I can't do that because I don't have the training in it. I don't, it would be such a big change for me to just jump off the cliff and commit to doing something new. In most cases, we're going to have to do that. And the longer that we put off being able to relax and accept that the world is going to change every day, every minute, every second, there are going to be changes coming in. And if we can calm our little insecure boy or girl, our little inner child down with, you know what, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And in fact, it might even be exciting, and it can be fun. There's new concepts. So this is going to be a time of, again, I've mentioned before in past videos, that this will be a time of us. The more that we can go into our heart, the more that we can meditate. And it doesn't mean that you sit there and there are no thoughts, because I'm telling you, I can't. I'm a person that can't do that. My mind is always thinking. I have been able to slow it down though, and to go into creative visualizations of imagining myself floating in space. Sometimes I'm sitting in the lotus position, which I'm very jealous of the people who can do that, because I can't. I have bad knees. Never could do the lotus position, but I can get comfortable sitting on a beanbag, a kind of semi-lotus, and really focus on my breath, close my eyes, and began to visualize the most amazing space travel, the most amazing, and thank you, God Goddess, for the NASA pictures and of our cosmos, and when they add the colors to them, it's just, they're beautiful, and they're breathtakingly beautiful, and they draw us in. So go on to NASA's website and check out some of those if you want to have a place to create in your mind, to do 5-minute, half-hour, and meditations. And even when we did the Joe Dispenza workshop, toward the fourth or fifth day, no, it was like the sixth day, the morning of the sixth day, we did a 4-hour meditation. And then we went and had breakfast. So we started at 4 a.m, which is when the brain is, how many of you guys, I would just ask, how many of you are waking up between 2 and 3, 4 o'clock, 2 to 4 o'clock? This is going to happen more and more for most of us. It is an amazing, powerful time. If you do that, whether you stay in bed or you get up and you go to your quiet place, a little, yoga room or meditation room, or in the front of the house, if no one else is there, so that you can sit and meditate and ask for the guidance. Those of us that chose to be here on the planet to do this transition are totally supported on the other side by our families, of many generations, our friends that have passed, our, loved ones, and we all have our little protective archangels, our soul angels, anyone, and I talk to them. I always invoke before I do a meditation and before I do this recording, that I ask guides, guardian angels, ascended masters, and any and all souls of the highest light and love that can be with me, that can guide me, that can give me information, that can help me to be of service. And from that place, I expand my heart with the most amazing gratitude, love, and in appreciation of that love and support from the other side. And then I go into meditation. And it can last from, 10 minutes, if that's all I've got, and to an hour or so. And when I do this, when I wake up at night and I'm just like, I can't pull myself out of bed. I just can't. It's so warm and cozy. We're on the West Coast and in mountainous area. And so it's pretty cold at night. So it's like hard to leave the bed. I am a Taurus, after all, I am a Taurus. So we like our creature comforts. But I will lie there and I will start with deep breathing. And there are lots of breathing techniques out there that there are masters of this stuff that can teach you. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. You can find it online. And then I began the process of moving my soul, my spirit, my body into space, and then I listen. And there are many times that I will hear voices that would say, you are loved, you are beloved, you are a gift, give yourself love. There's so many things that we don't hear often enough. Most of us are starving to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be truly loved just for who we are, warts and all. So let's start to use all of the wrinkles, whatever. We are all children of the Creator, and we are all very brave souls to be on the planet at this time. All of the tools, all of the support, love and support, and start to give that to ourselves. And if there is something that, if we have an event that's a little bit shocking, that job just went away, or oops, that friendship just, dissolved, or who knows why, sometimes we don't, people just disappear on us and we don't get the confirmation or be able to have closure. These are things that you can do while you're in meditation. You can do Ho'oponopono, which is so beautiful. And it's just about thanking people for being your teacher and telling them you love them, forgiving yourself, forgiving them, whatever it is that truly needs to be said to that individual in the relationship that you have with them. And then you let them go. You tell them you love them, and you let it go. So there's just so many different things that we can do, use our meditation time to come back, to begin to fill up our own cup, because that's actually, we're the only ones we have. There is a community. There are guides and angels on the other side. We have our families of origin or families of choice. And not every relationship that we have been in was healthy. There have been many, many, many toxic forms of relationship, often tied to what happened in our early childhood. And sometimes those people, once we extricate ourselves or in those relationships, or they end them, that's a really good time to start spending time with yourself. And, to check in with your inner little boy or girl to see what is it you're needing here. And, and I ask, I've been through a divorce, and kissed a few frogs after the divorce and had to do endings. And I would take 1.5 to 2 years off and just be with myself and to walk in nature and to, ask my guides and angels, what was it? And then when I get really frustrated, this is another funny thing that I do. It's like, okay, God, I had no idea it was going to be this hard. Can we please renegotiate this birth chart? And then I hear laughter. And it's like, okay, all right, busted. Yeah, I chose this lifetime. So we can't blame our mom or our dad or our exes or anyone else. It's like we have chosen this soul path to learn, to evolve, to now move into the energy of helping this whole planet evolve so that we have no more war. Pluto Aquarius is balance in all things, the end of war. And even prophecies have talked about there will be a time in the history of this planet when the soldiers will put down their arms. There will be no more war. And when we can reach that point, when we can heal ourselves enough to evolve to that point, when we can accept that every one of us is a precious soul, a precious spark of the Creator, then we can join our galactic brothers and sisters. War serves no good purpose. No one wins in war. And there's only destruction to humanity and destruction to the planet. And think of all those billions and billions, trillions of dollars, or whatever your currency is, that go to war, that could be used to build incredible infrastructure with the latest technologies that can help all of humanity. What if we had all of those resources to apply to real healthcare, not for profit, where we're moving into a place where every human can be educated, clothed, have healthcare, fed, where we have the ability then to also work with the environment, with the critters. I'm loving the YouTube videos that are showing these critters that have been rescued, that have been tangled up in our nets or wires or whatever, and they come back. Some of that may be a little AI generated, but our animals, our pets, particularly our pets, are here in order to teach us love. They are bonded to us through their life, and they are here to support us and teach us to love. I do believe every living creature has a soul. I believe that every living creature is part of this complete and balanced whole that the earth and the earth experience is. This is a tremendous time of change, and we can do this walk with a great deal of fear and discomfort, or we can begin to look inside, begin to let go of what we thought we knew, what the world was supposed to be, what our families are supposed to be, what our relationships are supposed to be, what our work is supposed to be. If we can kind of start to loosen our mental belief system around those areas, then we can start to discover and create the new. A term that I've heard many, many healers speak of is we will be moving into homoluminous humans. We will be light beings of light and love and peace. So my friends, thanks for watching, and I hope my messages are helpful for you. And I just ask that you take care of yourself and you help others as you see fit, and that you keep the faith, because nothing is as it seems right now. Nothing. So we have a bright and beautiful future ahead in the not too distant future. But in the short term, things are going to be a little messy. So as much as we can step back and take care of ourselves and look for the new avenues, the better off we will all be. Okay, so blessings, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.